Hey, hi
Mm.
Lizzy. How you
Hi
doing?
guys.
Hello, everybody. If you're watching on playback, hello. If you are joining us live, we're just going to give everyone a minute or so to get on the live so they don't miss out on anything. We are broadcasting live on our Passion for Cruises and Holidays for Solos YouTube channel, and of course our Facebook group and Cruises for Solos as well. Wow, Lizzy, you have an amazing hosted cruise coming up this Friday.
I know it's very exciting because it's the Norwegian fjords, one of the most beautiful places in the world. So I'm so excited
It's
because I'm sure
incredible.
everyone's going to have an amazing time.
They will do. And people are joining really quickly now, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through with Lizzy all the meetups that are planned, all the events that are planned, and obviously a hosted cruise. It's up to you. You know, you can dip in and you can dip out as much as you want. You do not have to do any of the things planned. It's there if you want them. That's really important to know, Lizzy.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm
And
there. If you see me around, you can come and say hello.
you know the ship backwards, Lizzy.
I know the ship so well. So this will be my 8th cruise on this ship. So I think it's a great way for me to show people the ship because I know it so well.
And if you're not on a cruise, on a hosted cruise, this obviously gives you a good example of the sort of things that we do this live for every hosted cruise that we do. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, this is the cruise, the MSC Virtuosa, the meetups, the 19th, no, 19 on Friday, Lizzy.
Yes.
So, if you've got any questions, now is the time to ask Lizzy as well, or myself. If you have any questions, please ask us. We will do our best to answer them. So, Lizzy, let's talk about Friday is when you board. It's the 19th in Southampton, my favourite port to sail from, by the way. I love
Yeah.
sailing from Southampton. And this
So
is,
this,
tell us about it.
so this is, I think, one of the most important ones because if anything changes on the schedule for all the meetups, this is where you'll be able to find out if there's any changes. But hopefully there isn't. Hopefully it all goes very smoothly. But it's 5 o'clock in the tropical pool bar. This is it's a nice place. It's relaxed. There's some seating, and there's obviously a bar. And I think this is a great place for everyone to come together, and then afterwards go off to
Yeah.
dinner.
It's a great way to not only just say hello. I'm not sure what time you're sailing away,
Yeah.
Lizzy, on the
We
Friday.
sail at 4 o'clock.
You actually sail at 4 o'clock, actually. That's
Mm.
an early one, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
you'll be leaving Southampton. That's fantastic. So it's a great place to get a great view and a wonderful opportunity to meet everybody on board. So you'll be there. The muster drill would have been done. You'll be in your cabins. It'll all be settled. A wonderful place to do that and to say hello to Lizzy as well.
Yeah.
So that is Friday, and you're going to post. By the way, all these are going to be posted, aren't they, in the event, Lizzy?
Yeah. So I've got a poster that I'm going to post, and you can download it, screenshot it, or that one. So
Yeah.
that is going to be going on all of our groups. So you can just put it on your phone somewhere
Yep.
so you have it next week.
So there we go. That is the first day, 5 o'clock, pre-dinner drinks. It's a sail away, the tropical pool at the back on deck 15, which is fantastic. So Saturday is a sea day, Lizzy.
Yes. So Saturday being the sea day, it's so I'm going to be at the 7:30 Breakfast Club, which is in the Minuetta restaurant, which is on deck 6. And then I'm going to move to the TV studio at 10 o'clock, where we're going to have a big solo meetup. And then 5 o'clock, it's pre dinner drinks again at the tropical pool.
Fantastic. So, I mean, if you fancy Breakfast Club, 7:30, as
Yeah.
Alison knows, I'm a big fan. I love it. You know, Breakfast Club, 7:30. You can have breakfast with Lizzy and the gang. So I guess there'll be some tables together that'll be organised together so you can eat together. Are you
Yes.
going to meet outside the
MS,
restaurant, Lizzy?
Well, MSC have arranged a section of the restaurant for us. So
I guess in that
I
case,
guess you can go in and
yeah,
you just go to where the tables that have been reserved for us.
yeah, we did this. We've done this before with other cruises. Basically, the code is solos. If
Okay,
you
so
tell them when you
those.
check in, they might check you in, or when they invite you in, say we're with the solos, and Lizzie will make sure the solos know exactly where those tables are.
Yeah.
And 10 o'clock, the welcome solo meetup is at the TV studio on deck 7, which is huge. It's a wonderful venue. That's going to be amazing. And then you're back for your pre-dinner drinks at the tropical pool on deck 15, Lizzie. That's Saturday, which is AC day.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that would be really nice.
And of course, I guess many of the members will be eating together as well. I know with us at Passion for Cruises, we try to organise as much as we can members that can eat together as much as we possibly can on that one. Right. Okay. So that is Saturday, C Day, Sunday, Lizzie.
So Sunday it's again Breakfast Club. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be waiting at the Infinity Bar on deck 5, where everyone can come and meet up. I'm not going to be going off the ship, but I'll be there to try and, get everyone to go in groups if you wish to get off the ship. And then I'm going to make my way to the coffee morning in Il Campo. So Il Campo is a venue that's in between the TV studio and the champagne bar. And MSC have let us have this room for all of our coffee mornings. And they're going to be providing tea and coffee. And then in the evening, it's pre-dinner drinks in the TV studio at 5 o'clock.
That's wonderful. Just to go through to explain about that, which is great, Lizzie. Yeah. Obviously, Breakfast Club, that's going to become a regular, so you'll know where you're going. If you're just coming back from the disco, from the nightclub, you can make Breakfast Club. So 9 o'clock, the Explore Ashore meeting at the Infinity Bar on deck 5. That's Explore Ashore Infinity Bar on deck 5. That is basically where you can get together if you want to walk off the ship as a group with fellow solos and explore the port together. Or maybe you want to do the hop on, hop off bus, and you say, "Who wants to do the hop on, hop off bus with me?" Or maybe
Yeah.
you want to book a taxi and have a drive around, or you've got any other ideas. That is an opportunity to basically explore the ports, but you won't be alone. So make sure at 9 o'clock and the port days, the Infinity Bar, Explore the Port is a great place to meet up, where Lizzie will help put everyone together who wants to explore this wonderful itinerary together. And then, of course, the coffee meeting, El Campo will be our regular coffee meeting venue with Lizzie. And back to the pre-dinner drinks is in the TV studio again, Lizzie, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Again, that will be printed out. So Monday, again, you can basically jump in and jump out as much as you want to. You don't have to do any of these. They're just there if you want them. So Monday, Lizzie, in Oldham.
So this is such a beautiful port. So it's 7:30 Breakfast Club, and then again Explore Ashore in Infinity Bar, and then again as before Coffee Morning in Il Campo at 10 o'clock, and then 5 p.m. we've got two venues. The one is an unhosted one in the TV studio, and the other one is I'm going to be at the Horizon Bar, which is right at the back of the ship with amazing views for the sail away at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So the 5 o'clock in the TV studio is the MSC unhosted solo meeting at the moment. They're not hosting that, and that is inside. But with such an incredible itinerary and sailways on this cruise, Lizzie feels you want to be outside. And so Lizzie's going to be doing the sail away with Lizzie at the Horizon Bar. So you do have a choice if you want to on a couple of days. But I definitely recommend the sail away with Lizzie on the Horizon Bar.
I could see we're taking over the back of the ship.
That's what we do. It's called solo power. Lizzie, solar power. I see there's a few comments. We will get to the comments at the end, then we'll go through this again very quickly as well. So Tuesday in Flam, the famous Flam, Lizzy.
Yes, this is exactly the same as in Olden. It's the breakfast club, explore shore, coffee morning, and then again the pre-dinner drinks unhosted and the sail away with Lizzy at the Horizon Bar.
And they explore the ports. That's a wonderful port
Yeah,
to explore. I hear all about the Flam Railway as well. I haven't done
yeah.
that myself.
I've got that booked for 12 o'clock.
Wow.
So if
Uh,
anyone is booked for 12 o'clock, let me know before we arrive in Flam, and then I can arrange where we can meet up to
is
go
that
off
something they
together.
can do themselves as well, Lizzy? Or does it have
Um,
to be an excursion?
well, I've booked the excursion with Flam Railway,
Okay.
and there's so it is something that you do need to book.
Yeah. But if it's available and you're thinking about it, definitely think about it, but definitely do it. But otherwise, 9 o'clock at the Explore Shore, you can talk to all the fellow sailors there and decide exactly what you're going to do, and you can explore together. And again, a wonderful sail away with Lizzy at the Horizon Bar while the soda meeting goes on in the TV studio lounge. So I think you're going to get the wonderful view, Lizzy, of that. I think most people are going to be with
Yeah,
you, to be
I know.
honest with you.
Imagine the pictures we can get with the backdrop of the fjords.
We need loads of photos, please.
Yeah,
Because what Lizzie's going to do is Lizzie's going to take lots of photos all the way through the cruise, and we're going to make a lovely montage, which we'll put on the Passion for Cruises YouTube channel and the Facebook group as a memory of your cruise, And it's just going to be people more than anything else having a wonderful time. And I can't
yeah.
wait because, Lizzy, there's something like 200 plus of you on this wonderful cruise.
Over
200?
200. Over
Over 200?
200.
And you're bound to adopt a lot of people as well. I'm sure you will.
I hope so. I hope so.
So Wednesday,
So
Wednesday.
Wednesday, it's a bit of a different. We only arrive in Christiansand at 2 o'clock,
Okay.
and we leave at 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's going to be a lazy breakfast, nice coffee morning, and then it'll be Explorer Shore. I put Explorer Shore for 2 o'clock so that we can get together and get off the ship as soon as it docks. And
That's
then it's pre-dinner drinks in the tropical pool bar again.
at 5 o'clock. And what time I'm guessing, is it a later sail away as well on that one as well, Lizzie? I'm
Sail
guessing.
away
Yeah.
is 8 o'clock, which I
Okay.
highly recommend doing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
so because
absolutely.
it's going to be so beautiful with the sunset is probably 9:30, I think.
Do you know what?
So,
That could be, I don't know what everyone's doing dining wise, but that could be a buffet day, couldn't it? So
I
then
think
you can
so.
do the sail away at 8 o'clock as well, having done the buffet. So because
Yeah.
that way you're not eating at the same time the ship's sailing away. It happens to me so often, by the way, and I miss that. I really do.
Yeah.
Now Thursday is the penultimate day. It's always a sad day in many ways. It's the day before this end of this wonderful cruise. So Lizzie, talk about Thursday because it's a big day.
Okay, well, it'll be our last official breakfast together. And then it's the biggest gathering I'm hoping for is 10 o'clock, the farewell coffee morning, because that's when we're going to have our prize draw. And that's going to be in the Il Campo restaurant next to the champagne bar on deck 7.
And
Because,
just to go through, just before
yeah,
we go through the 4 o'clock one, the prize draw, by the way, Lizzie has got some wonderful prizes that she's been able to get.
yeah,
Some from MSC, some from other places as well. The top prize is a £150 voucher with Passion for Cruises off a new booking. That's worth winning. It's completely free. Basically, everyone will get a raffle ticket. You all get a raffle ticket. The raffle ticket will go into an ice bucket, and Lizzie will host the draw. And
yeah,
what'll happen is once you've got a prize from the draw, you'll be out of the draw for those prizes, but everybody will go back in again for the top prize of £150 voucher of a future booking with Passion for Cruises. That is all free.
yeah.
That is going to happen at 10 o'clock. And while also Liz is going to do a big group photograph of everybody. everybody who's there, because most people turn up for the prize draw because it's worth it. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a big group photograph of everyone. So please make sure, if you're not going to do any of the meetings, make sure you are there on Thursday, the C day, at 10 o'clock at the El Campo on deck 7 for the prize draw and the photo shoot. And then 4 p.m, Lizzy, farewell meeting, TV studio.
Yeah, so that's a MSC hosted meeting. It's farewell in the TV studio. And I think that's one we should all join in as well.
So we'll talk about things like specialty restaurants. We'll talk about all of that as well. And there are several theme nights, Lizzy, that MSC do.
Yeah, so the cruise director sent me this morning, and these are the theme nights for the week. They're not in any particular order, apparently, but the only one that I would suggest making an effort for is the white party, because most people dress in white on that night. The others are very, very optional. So if you like dressing up, get involved. If not, you can just look at the other people that are involved. But it's mostly the entertainment team on MSC that.
And where will these take place, Lizzy? Where will these happen?
This will be in the Galleria, which is the big indoor place in the middle of the ship. And at night, the party starts 10:30. So bring your dance shoes if you want to dance the night away.
What I say about the Galleria, a couple of things. There's not a huge amount of space to sit down in some of the bars, to be completely honest. The Galleria, for me, is one of the best party venues I've ever been to at sea. Yeah. And I would say, if you haven't done the silent disco and you're thinking, what is a silent disco about? Yeah. Because that's what I thought. It's great fun. And you can watch it in the Galleria as well. It's hilarious because there'll be 4 different channels on 4 different beats that everyone's dancing to, and it's really well taking part. Because when I watched it, I was like, I get it now, and I did it on the last hosted cruise, the last one, and it's so much fun. So they will be your party nights in the Galleria. It's an amazing venue for a party. Yeah, it really is. Specialty restaurants, Lizzy. Now, a lot of solos we don't always eat at specialty restaurants because we don't want to eat alone. So what I would say is, if you want to go to one of the specialty restaurants at the solo meetings, that's a great chance to talk to fellow solos and go, who wants to join me here? Who wants to join me there?
Yeah.
You know, and that way you can experience some of them. I've done the Mexican tacos, isn't it, on MSC?
Hola
tacos, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something like, it's less than £20.
Yeah,
and
it's $17.99 for lunch or dinner.
Eat as much as you can. You go through the menu and you can start again. So talk again to fellow solos about specialty restaurants. Lizzy, let's go through the comments and see what everyone's had to say in case you've got any questions that we need to answer. We will do our very best. And please say hello, because Julie says she can't wait. I know.
I can't wait either. I'm so excited.
So excited.
Julie's also excited.
I know. It's going to be incredible. What are the theme nights? Guess what, Judy? We just got through them. Well done. Because Judy was ahead of us. Well done, Judy. You're ahead of us. Yeah. So we got them there now. And I'm really looking forward to it. So please, you'll be with us. Lizzy's going to be an amazing host, Pauline, and she knows the Virtuosa like nobody else does, yeah? And so excited, want to do this cruise for so long, Carol says. Absolutely. Pauline, there's a group of us traveling on Eve's Ray coach on the day. Hope we get there in plenty of time. So do we.
Yeah. We'll be waiting for you on board.
Absolutely. Katrina, hi, Lizzy and Peter. Hi, Katrina. Please do say hello as well. Where do we meet our MSC excursions?
Okay, so if you've booked an excursion with MSC, when you arrive or the day before your excursion, there'll be an envelope in your cabin with your tickets and instructions of where to meet for your excursion.
Great. There we go. Happy holidays, everyone. Yes, absolutely. It's Friday. It's a Tuesday today. It's only a few days. Some people will be traveling down to Southampton on Thursday, staying in the hotels, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So excited, sitting looking at my suitcase, which is packed and ready to go. I love that. I packed my case way too early. I just do. I can't help it. And I've got a banana case, a bright yellow banana case, thinking nobody else will have one. But it seems that everyone has
nobody will
case.
take it because it's a bit ugly.
All these banana cases are going around and go, which one's mine? You know? I love it. Katrina, Lizzy has her captain's hat. Yes. If you've seen those photographs of Ambassador, make sure you got your captain's hat because Lizzy will be driving the ship or piloting the ship, to be correct. Yeah. I've also booked the 12 o'clock railway. There we go.
Okay, well, we'll meet and go off together. It'll be lots of fun.
And again, you can talk about all these at the meetings when you're together. And if you're not sure, ask Lizzy any questions. She will do what she can to help. And I'm sure some of the excursion team and the speciality team are going to figure it out and come and see you guys as well. They definitely will. What happens at Sail Away with Lizzy? You sail away with Lizzy.
We sail away. We maybe have a cocktail. We will look at the beautiful fjords because we're at the back of the ship.
It's not included, basically, unless you have the drinks package, basically. Yeah. But you're there with everyone else watching those amazing views, Anne. You know, and I love Sail Away. I really do. On that, yeah. Yes, and the Flam. Well, it's going to be a busy one on the Flam.
Yeah.
Yes, Katrina. Silent disco is hilarious, as Peter knows. There sadly is video of me at the silent disco giving it all that, you know, embarrassing, but great fun. And I didn't sing because I can't sing. I've got the worst singer voice in the world. Explore ashore as a group. Will it be quicker? I booked the kayak trip to Oldham and need to quickly disembark.
No,
it won't be, will it? Lizzy?
No, because we're going off as normal passengers. We don't have preference. And although it's 9 o'clock, the ship probably will be docking a bit earlier. I think in some of the times they dock at 8 o'clock. So you need to just go off as soon as you're able to.
Yeah, absolutely. And Katrina, yes, I know, on the Azora, that was amazing. What a hosted cruise that was. If you haven't done a hosted cruise, honestly, they've been in the last few hosted cruises. I've just come with the Symphony of the Sea with a smaller gang. I had an amazing time, and it's a great way if you haven't cruised before to cruise as well. It really is. We had an incredible time, Katrina. Karina, can you please repeat the first day? We will go through all of it again, Karina. Good call on that one. Says thanks, Judy. So excited. Yes, Roger. How do the lockers look? How do the lockers look in the spa?
That's a good question because I've never been able to get it to work. Every time I've just gone and put my cover up to my swimsuit, taken my phone with me to the spa, because I don't know. But I mean, I'm sure you can figure it out.
Okay, that's the first. Okay, that's the first challenge, gang. Figure out how the lockers work in the spa, how they lock, and let everybody else know. And post it in the event. If you figure out how it does, please post it in the event. We'd love to know. Great question, Roger. It's my very first cruise, Julia. A wonderful first cruise. To have a host on board, it's like having an anchor with you, an anchor who's there if you need them. And Lizzy will be there. You know where you can find her. And if you've got any questions, nothing's too stupid. Ask those questions. We were all first-time cruisers.
Absolutely.
Hadn't got a clue what I was doing. I was useless. I didn't know what I was doing. So honestly, wonderful first hosted cruise. Ask Lizzy or any of the gang any questions. You'll have a wonderful time. And welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, by the way. That's what somebody said to me on my first cruise. They went, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. I never forgot that. Very boring question, but are there kettles in the cabins, Lizzy?
There are kettles with tea and coffee facilities.
And it's not a boring question because on my one, there weren't. And I had to go and get them on the last one, the Symphony of the Seas. They don't always have them. And the World Europa didn't have kettles either. So great question. I do like a cup of tea. Are the maps of the ships provided? Okay. Lizzy, No,
Okay,
not really, are they?
well, of the ship, the deck plan. So when you board the ship, your app will then change because it gets connected to the ship's Wi-Fi. It is complimentary, so you don't have to have a Wi-Fi package. And then the app changes. And then when the app changes, you'll be able to see all the deck plans, the venues, opening times. You're able to book your shows. You're able to see your dining. Everything will be on the app.
And by the way, one key thing, yeah, put your phone on airplane mode. You don't
Yeah.
need it of airplane mode to go onto their Wi-Fi, yeah. Put it on airplane mode, or at least make sure you take your own data off. Because if you're not on airplane mode and your data's on, and it goes to the ship's ship system, that can cost you a lot of money. So if you're not sure, as soon as you leave the port, make sure your phone is on airplane mode. And if you don't have roaming data, I, for instance, with O2, I can use my data in various different places. If you don't have data, make sure your data is off. But airplane mode is the safest way of doing it. People have been charged an incredible amount of money. Roger, thank you. I'm on the 12 o'clock, looking forward to being back on the Virtuosa. Absolutely. Do they supply towels at the pool?
Yes, so you'll have towels in your cabin, but then you can change them at the pool for dry ones or new ones. And there is a station at the pool. So, but what happens is you'll need to use which I've got, my old cruise card. You'll have to scan your cruise card to get a new towel.
And make sure you give it back because they're charged.
Yeah, because they'll charge you.
Yes, that can happen. Lizzy says, great, thank you. Judy, I booked both speciality shows. Do they allocate the nights you see them, or do you choose yourself?
Okay, that's a really, really good question. So when you board the ship, you go to reception, which is on deck 5. Next to reception, there's a mobile desk where you can book the day and the time that you want for the show.
Yeah, and talking about the shows, do we have to book the free shows? Karina says.
Not necessarily, but I do advise it. So when you're bored and your app changes where you're able to book the shows, I would say book them. But when the show starts, there are 2 queues. The one queue is for people that have booked, so they go in first. And then the other queue is for if you haven't booked, so you go in at 10 to, I think, if the show's at 7 o'clock, you'll go 10 minutes before. But if you book, then you can go in before then and get better seats.
Yeah, and what I would also say that if you're not great with technology and you're struggling to get onto the MSC app, go to the photo studio. That is where they have the experts. It's the photo studio. There'll be someone there who can help you get on the app. That's where I end up going half the time.
Well, do you know what? So cruise number 5 and 6 was the first time that I thought, let me figure this out on my own, because the other times I took my phone, went to because there's like about 4 or 5 men or ladies there. I've just give them my phone and said, please sort this out for me. And they're so helpful, but they do it so quickly.
Yeah. But when they do, make sure they do put it on airplane mode as well. Make sure they do that as well. That's a really important thing. Heather says, thanks.
Yes, but what I was saying about, because I've always had the Wi-Fi package, I just went and got them to change my phone to connect to get the internet package that I've bought.
Yeah. So it's the photo studio area. Yeah. That is the place to go, because I didn't figure that one out at the beginning. That's really good. Is it recommended to book the shows as soon as you board?
I would say book them. You can always change it. So you can book for the whole cruise. You can book the shows. But if you change your mind, just change it to another time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly. Book them. Just get them booked, I would say.
Yeah.
First ever cruise. Is there any way you can visit the bridge? Because you've seen the photograph of Lizzy with her captain's cap. Is there any way that can happen, Lizzy? I don't know. There is.
I don't think so. No, not anymore. There used to be a way that you can book and you pay to go and do a bridge visit, behind the scenes visit, but they stopped them, during the pandemic, and I'm not quite sure if they're back yet.
again, dining obviously is a question. Me again. Hi, Judy. Please ask as many questions as you want. What
Yeah.
time is late dining, Lizzy?
So late dining could be any time from 7:45 to 8:30. So again, if you look at my cruise card, I don't think you can see it. Let's see if you can see the cruise card.
Yeah. It tells you it.
Your restaurant and time will be on the card. So when you, sorry, Pete.
Carry on, Lizzy. Carry on.
So when you arrive at the terminal, they will give you your card, and there is a hole in it. So if you want to bring a lanyard, you can see the hole. You don't need to punch your own hole. You can just stick this on your lanyard. So you get this when you board, just before you board. You scan it when you board, and then it tells you everything on there.
What I would say, very important, if you do want to change your dining, Lizzy can't do it. You have to go to the maitre d' at your restaurant because it's done on the card. Go and speak to the maitre d' and they will see what they can do for you. So if you've got early dining, you want to go to late, or late dining to early, whatever it is, Lizzy cannot unfortunately do anything with that. But the maitre d' is the person who can do. So that's where you go to. And says it's a shame about not going on to just visit the bridge. Carol, I know. Carol, would there be tables reserved for us at both sittings?
Yes, well, our lovely customer services at Passion for Cruises have linked people together for bookings. So because you're linked together with others, you'll be seated at the same table.
This is a question, an important question. I had a cabin change last week. Can't get new e-ticket. Hoping if I call the office tomorrow, I can fix this, Lizzy. Any clue about that?
Well, you could, but it's not essential. If you go with your passport, the current ticket that you have, because MSC print your cards, and then when you arrive, your new cabin would be on your card. So
Fantastic.
it won't be an issue.
So we're just going to go through the days again, and then I need any final questions. Otherwise, please ask those questions in the event. The event is there. If there's any changes, Lizzy will post in the event on the Passion for Cruises event. So make sure you're at the Passion for Cruises event. Go to the events. It will be a past event once you sell. So just click on the events, go to the past events. It will be top at the beginning of it. Yeah. So Lizzy, we'll go for the question. Any more questions at the end? Very quickly to go through this. These will be posted in the event as well. Friday, go for them, please, Lizzy, very quickly for everyone who missed them.
So 5 o'clock, this is very important time, pre-dinner drinks. You can come and ask me any questions. It's the first meeting. So I think this is quite important if you want to meet people and if you have any questions for me.
Saturday.
Breakfast Club, 7:30, deck 6. I'll see you there. And then it's the 10 o'clock Welcome Solar meetup in the TV studio. And then 5 o'clock pre-dinner drinks again at the tropical pool.
And you can dip in and dip out as much as you want. You don't have to go to any. You can go as many as you want to. Sunday, Lizzy.
So again, 7:30 Breakfast Club. Then at 9 o'clock, if you want to get together with other solos, meet at the Infinity Bar and you can explore together. And then it's the 10 o'clock coffee morning in Il Campo on deck 7. And then 5 o'clock pre-dinner drinks in the TV studio.
And if you've got any final questions, please ask them now because we're about to finish the show. Monday, Lizzy.
Okay. 7:30 Breakfast Club. I'll be there. 9 o'clock again, meet at the Infinity Bar. The reason I chose the Infinity Bar because it's the nearest to the exit and it serves incredible coffee. And then it's the coffee morning at Il Campo at 10 o'clock. 5 o'clock, there's two options. You can go to the TV studio to have some drinks, or you can meet me at the Horizon Bar at the back of the ship for sail away to take in the beautiful fjords views.
Yeah, the TV studio is the unhosted MSC solar meeting. I think the sail away with Lizzy and the Horizon Bar sounds like a great idea to me.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
And then this is exactly the same as the Monday. So it's 7:30 Breakfast Club in the Minuetto restaurant. 9 o'clock, meeting at the Affinity Bar to explore the shore together. And then 10 o'clock, coffee morning at Il Campo. 5 o'clock, pre-dinner drinks in the TV studio. And then 5 o'clock, sail away with me in the Horizon Bar.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So this is 7:30 breakfast club again with me, 10 o'clock coffee morning. And then I think this is going to be like a lazy morning because we only arrive in at the port at 2 o'clock where we can meet and go off the ship together. And then it's 5 o'clock pre-dinner drinks in the tropical bar.
And one suggestion is maybe do the buffet that night because Sailaway is about 8 o'clock and it's going to be beautiful, isn't it?
I think so. I think that's a really good idea. But I mean, if you have early dining at 6, then you would make the sail away.
Yeah, because you don't have to go to the dining if you don't want to.
No.
Thursday, the sad day, but there's a lot of going on, a fun day, Lizzy.
Yeah, so this is the sea day back home, and hopefully everyone would have enjoyed the incredible week. So it's 7:30 breakfast club, 10 o'clock farewell coffee morning, which will be the big one for us, where we have our fantastic prize draw at Il Campo.
And the group photo as well, Lizzy.
Group photo at that time, definitely. It'll be lovely if we can all make it to that farewell coffee morning. And then it's a farewell meeting in the evening before dinner.
Fantastic. And the final few questions before you get ready to finish packing, Lizzy. Let's see, right. Thank you. We really appreciate that. We really do. You know, this is why every hosted cruise, every single hosted cruise, we will always go live beforehand to do exactly what we're doing now. Just read about luggage tags being the wrong number.
Yes, I understand that. So if you don't get a new luggage label tomorrow, cross it out and write it in.
Yeah, and they have them there at the port anyway, because I've done it before, turned up with no luggage tags. They write them on there for you, so that's really not going to be a problem on that one. Paul, some have visibility of a group dining buddies. I'm unable to see the cabin number of others on the MSC app or website and shows no dinner preference. Called helpful POC support who reassured me I am. Okay. Does that...
Well, you'll be seated with some of us. If not, then come and talk to me and I'll come and sit with you if you're alone. But I'm sure you're not. I'm sure that our customer support are so amazing at linking everyone together.
Yeah, they really are. And if you do end up alone for any reason, talk to Lizzy, but talk to the maitre d' to make sure we get you moved. Because the whole thing about our hosted cruise is we don't want anyone to be by themselves unless they choose to be by themselves. And some will choose to be by themselves. It's everyone's own cruise. Okay. So thank you both. Looking forward to Friday. Oh, I know it's so quick. What's happening on Thursday night in Southampton? That's a good question. So
that's a good one. Well, I've organised nothing for Thursday night, so I think it's up to everyone to sort themselves out. But I'm staying in the Premier Inn Hotel, and I'll be having dinner with some people, I think. Yeah. I haven't been organising anything. I've been focusing on the cruise.
Lots of bars you can go to. You've got the famous Titanic pub in Southampton as well that I've been to as well. There's lots. It's less walkable from the port as well. So it depends where you're staying. So lots of options there. I would guess posting the event where you're going to be and just who wants to meet up somewhere, because
that's an excellent idea.
A pre-cruise drink in Southampton would be a great idea. Looking forward to meeting everybody. Yes, thanks to you both. Absolutely. No problem at all. And thank you. Appreciate that, Sarah. Lizzy, thank you both. Looking forward to Friday. It's so close. It's almost there. And almost the last question. Thank you very much. We've got a couple more very quickly. I have a room for a few more at 7:30 at the Premier Inn, Cumberland Place.
Yeah. Thank you, Judy, for posting that. That's amazing.
And post it in the event, Judy, so everybody can answer that as well, because that's a great idea. So a 7:30 dinner at the Premier Inn, Cumberland Place. If you want to join fellow solars, there is an event listed for the 18th. Okay. So the 18th should be an event in the pack. So check that one out. Plenty of chat on Facebook for meetups organised by fellow travellers, which is brilliant. Anyone at the Hilton dinner at 6:30, 2 of us so far. Again, please post that in the event so people can then answer you. And finally, the last one, Carol says, thank you both for all your help and support. I hope that we've been helpful. I cannot wait, Lizzy, to see all the photographs and hear all about this incredible cruise on the MSC Virtuosa. It's going to be amazing. Thank you, everybody who's joined us, who's joining Lizzy on board, or if you're not and you wanted to know what hosted cruises are about, this gives you an idea. If you go to the website, Passion for Cruises' brand new website, you can see what the hosted cruises are available. We've got some wonderful hosts as well. Lizzy, anything else you'd like to add before we say thank you and goodbye?
The 40 minutes has gone by. I can't believe we've been on for 40 minutes. Feels like 10 minutes. Anyway, but I look forward to seeing everyone on Friday. And remember, if you see me, come and say hello. Just have fun. And I hope you enjoy the cruise.
Absolutely.
And wash hands.
And wash hands. Absolutely. Washy. Yeah, absolutely.
Washy.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate it. Lizzy, have a fantastic cruise. And everybody who's on that cruise, have a wonderful time. It's going to be incredible. A great ship and a fantastic itinerary. Thank you. This is now available on playback as well. Thank you, everybody.
Okay,
bye.
Thanks.